Hello, God's people. Welcome to today's edition of Insights with Ezekiel as we continue to make progress with the ongoing series 7 traits that distinguish Daniel and how they can distinguish us. Remember that we are taking one per day. Are you ready for today's trait? One of the traits that distinguished Daniel was the fact that he was studious. Daniel was a very studious person. When I searched out for the meaning of studious, I realized that to be studious means to be dedicated to study. That is, to be devoted to the acquisition of knowledge from the study of books. Let's go over to Daniel chapter 9 verse 2. In Daniel chapter 9 verse 2, the Bible declares that in the first year of the reign of the king, Daniel was speaking, and he said, I, Daniel, understood by books. I, Daniel, understood by books. I want to infer from that verse of scripture that there are certain things you will not understand until you study them. There are certain things you will not understand until you study them. Listen to this. One of the major traits that distinguished Daniel was the fact that he was studious. And I can give you a guarantee that if you become a studious person and you apply the things that you learn from study, you too will be distinguished. We are learning from Daniel, and we are realizing that Daniel was someone who was studious. I want to encourage you to become a studious person. I want to encourage you to become a person that studies. Develop the habit of studying. Train yourself to study. Ezekiel, having realized that it is important to become a studious person because I want to be distinguished, what exactly do I study? Number one, you need to study the Bible. You and I need to study the Bible. Number two, it's important that you study relevant Christian materials. What does that mean? It means that you need to study materials that will help you to become a better Christian. Ezekiel, what else do I need to study? You need to study materials that are relevant to your career, relevant to your business, or relevant to your profession. I will say that again. You need to study materials that are relevant to your business, relevant to your career, and relevant to your profession. Finally, I believe that there are certain areas everyone needs to study about. This is my opinion. This is not a principle, but I believe that there are certain areas everybody needs to study about. Number one, you and I need to study about finances. Number two, you and I need to study about health. Number three, you and I need to study about relationships. And finally, you and I need to study about marriage and family life. Because if Jesus tarries in his coming, it's either you are married or you plan to get married for most people. So it's important that you study about finances, that you study about health, that you study about relationships, and that you study about marriage. This will help to distinguish you and I. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Thank you.